What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. I've been digging deep into the Fallout 76 public test server, and I stumbled onto something massive. We've got brand new weapons, 4-star legendary mods, and even a completely new armor set coming our way. Some of these changes are game changers, literally, so stick around because there's a lot to unpack. Today we're going to break down every weapon, analyze the stats, dive into the new legendary effects, and speculate where all of this could be coming from. Let's get right into it. Number 1, new weapons. The first weapon we need to talk about is the Tempest. This thing immediately stands out because it comes loaded with bloodied rapid strength and a unique trait called heavy bleed dot on contact. That means every hit you land causes severe bleeding damage over time. Combine that with its strong baseline stats, and you're looking at one of the most dangerous weapons ever added to the game. Out of the gate, it's already shaping up to be one of the best weapons available, and we haven't even scratched the surface yet. Next up, we have the Chaos Engine, a weapon that feels truly experimental in design. This beast fires 2 different grenades per shot. One is explosive, delivering raw damage, and the other is a cryo grenade, which slows enemies and drains their AP. The dual shot mechanic makes this weapon unpredictable but incredibly versatile. You could freeze a charging enemy and blast another one into the ground, all in a single trigger pull. If the numbers hold up in testing, this one could be a sleeper hit. Now let's talk about the weapon I'm personally the most hyped about, the Splinter. This thing is absolutely wild. It comes packed with a vampire's effect, meaning you heal on hit, paired with explosive rounds for massive area of effect damage. It's also rocking Pyromaniac for reasons I still don't fully understand, and a reload effect that's a bit questionable. But here's the kicker. The Splinter has 25% armor penetration and the Onslaught perk with up to 10 max stacks. That means we're essentially looking at double vampires, Onslaught, explosives, and a ton of penetration, all in one package. This weapon has the potential to completely change the meta. Based on early testing, it could easily become one of the strongest weapons in Fallout 76 history, possibly the best weapon in the game when optimized. Number 2, new 4-star legendary mods. Alright, weapons aren't the only thing shaking up the game. Bethesda is also introducing a set of new 4-star legendary mods, and some of these are absolute game changers for both PvE and PvP. Let's break them down. Brutalist is the first one, and melee players are going to love this. Every kill grants you +1 strength, stacking up to +10. That's a ridiculous damage boost when you're tearing through mobs or bosses with melee builds. Easily one of the most valuable mods if you're up close and personal. Crusaders gives you +1 for each mod equipped, up to +5 on a full stack. While situational, it's a solid utility choice when you don't have better options for your build. Then there's Metabolic, which extends the duration of your chems, bobbleheads, magazines, and even serums. On paper, this sounds cool, but in practice, it faces some serious competition in the 4th-star slot. If you're min-maxing DPS or survivability, there are probably stronger options. Overloaders is where things get interesting. You have a 10% chance to trigger an EMP burst when you get hit, and at full stacks, that jumps to 50%, dealing 50 energy damage to nearby enemies for 5 seconds. Now, the potential here depends heavily on testing. If the proc rate is reliable and the damage scales properly, this could be devastating in certain builds. But for now, it feels more experimental than meta-defining. Next is Rebounders. Think of this as a budget-reflective mod. It returns 10% ballistic and explosive damage to attackers, capping at 50% with a full stack. It's not as powerful as Reflective since it only covers 2 damage types, but this finally gives regular armor users something similar to fight back. Then we've got Ruiners, which I think could become a hidden gem. This one gives single-shot weapons a 5% chance to deal an extra 500 damage for every 5 luck you have. Stack enough luck, and you're looking at huge damage spikes, especially on weapons like bows, single-shot grenade launchers, or even Fat Man nukes. If you're into one-shot builds, this is the mod to watch. Satiated completely refills your hunger and thirst on kill. Honestly, hard pass. We're past the era where this kind of effect matters. Sightseers boosts range and damage by 50% when aiming down sights. Bethesda is clearly trying to push ADS-focused combat here, but unless your build revolves around precision aiming, this might not be worth the slot. Stagger-proof gives you an 80% chance to avoid being staggered at full stacks. It's niche, but could be clutch in heavy melee situations or boss fights. Unfortunately, it's limited to power armor, where the 4-star competition is already brutal. Finally, there's Voltaic, a really fun, gimmicky mod. It builds up a charge while sprinting and releases an EMP shockwave when you stop, stunning and damaging nearby enemies. Picture it. You're sprinting into a crowd, suddenly stop, and boom, instant chaos. It's flashy, but we'll have to see if it's practical for sustained combat. Number 3, new armor set. Moving on to one of the most exciting additions in this PTS update, the Secret Settler armor. This set comes with a full 6-piece bonus that reflects 25% of incoming damage back to your attacker. Sounds incredible, right? The catch? To get the full effect, you must wear the helmet, which feels restrictive. Hopefully, this changes before the full release. Each piece also has its own unique traits. The arms and legs provide plus 10 scope stability and reduce AP cost from sprinting by 10%, while the chest piece offers 50% explosive damage taken. If that explosive reduction stacks with other mods like Dense, this chest alone could become a meta staple. The downside? Some of these bonuses aren't as strong as they could be, especially on the arms and legs. However, if Bethesda allows us to swap or re-roll these traits, this armor could compete with the best defensive sets in the game. Combined with the reflect damage mechanic, it's already shaping up to be a powerhouse for tank builds. And lastly, speculation and my final thoughts. So, where are all these new items coming from? Based on everything we've seen so far, I'm speculating that these weapons, mods, and armor are tied to an upcoming raid or major event Bethesda is planning. If it's a raid, the weapons could drop as quest rewards, while the armor might come from completing specific challenges or reputation grinds. What we do know for sure is that this PTS update is setting the stage for something big. Between the insane potential of the Splinter, the versatility of the Chaos engine, the raw power of the Tempest, and a whole new layer of customization through these 4-star mods, the meta could shift in a way we haven't seen in years. This is the most exciting update Fallout 76 has had in a long time. And if Bethesda nails the balancing, it's going to change the game for both PvE grinders and PvP diehards alike. That's all for today's deep dive. Keep an eye out because I'll have a full breakdown of the PTS update coming soon, where we'll analyze live testing data and see how these new items actually perform in action. Until then, get ready, because the wasteland is about to get a whole lot more interesting.